Trekcast.
And in the meantime, I got a song we can listen to.
Oh. Okay, I have
to which song that is. $500. Okay. Huh? Can you tell which song that is?
I didn't grow up listening to this kind of music.
Well, you'll recognize it here in a minute. I grew up listening to everything, but you'll know this song here in a moment.
Okay.
I can hear you now, Dan. Dan knows the song.
Yeah. I don't know this song.
I don't know the song. I was just jamming out.
Oh, you don't know the song either? Here it comes.
Not yet.
Here it comes.
If it's not La Bamba, I don't know it.
You're all in the world to me.
It feels like the first time.
Ah. Yeah. That's our theme song right there.
Is that our new theme song? All right.
There it is, right there. First show of the year. Okay, enough of that. That's some good Foreigner right there.
Oh man. So how was your holiday? New Year.
Good.
All that.
Good. Yeah. Here, hold on. Why don't we do this before we get into that? Let's actually start the show.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Trekcast.
Base, final frontier.
Oh, is this a new open?
Voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
It's the metal open.
Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilization, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
And it'll fade out.
Nice.
That's the metal opener.
I like it.
I like that.
Yep. That's good.
It's metal.
It just fades off the background.
So what's today? We're in January now, right?
Yeah,
We are.
Already the 5th.
Yeah, it's crazy. How was your holiday? Holidays.
You know, I'd like to say that I had a lazy, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze here in a second, but I'd like to say I had a lazy, slow. I don't have
Nice. Yeah.
I don't have a
Wearing a
mute.
disco
Sorry.
shirt too.
Yeah,
Did you catch that?
I did. Well, I did. I put it on anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm glad you noticed
Okay.
that. Good job.
Let's start this over again. No. Good grief. No. I should have had what was supposed to be like a lazy, do nothing, calm, like almost 2 weeks. The 20th, I think, was a Friday. That was the 20th of Friday. Yeah. That was my last actual full day of work between then and tomorrow.
What's a full day of work like?
Not much. No. I'm in sales. No. But kind of what happened was, that Friday was kind of a leisurely day, and that week through Christmas was somewhat okay. But by the end of that week, man, it was already just crazy with work. And the last 2 days, Thursday and Friday of this last week, right after the New Year's, was crazy with work. So it didn't feel like it went by really fast. Usually it goes by slow to me, but it went by really fast. It's amazing to me that today is the 5th. So, but it is.
So I started getting sick on Christmas Eve. So You know,
Nice.
that's always fun. Yep.
Oh, boy.
I made it through Christmas Day, made it through dinner, did not get to dessert.
Oh no.
Yeah, my wife turned to me and said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No. Take me home, please." we live a quarter mile from my in-laws, so
Oh,
for her to throw me in the car and drive me home and pour me onto the couch and then go back and finish Christmas
Mhm.
wasn't that bad. But I pretty much stayed on that couch until Thursday, the 2nd.
Wow.
I burned a whole bunch of vacation time
Mm.
to be home that whole week
Yeah.
between Christmas and New Year's, and
Mm-hmm.
I spent it all on the couch. It was terrible.
Oh
That's
man.
not good, man. Sorry
It
to
was
hear that.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I sound to the people at home, if I sound a little raspy, that's
Yeah, I hear it a little bit.
that's what's going on there.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
What's up?
binge watched both seasons of the Orville, just like blasted right through. And I tell you what, man, that's a good show.
Mhm.
That is a really good show. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it the second time. I think just as much, if not more, than the first time. Because the
It's a shame they
first time,
canceled it.
shut up,
I'm kidding.
man. I was about to hop on a plane and fly out to where are you from? Idaho. I was about to
Idaho.
Where are you
fly
from?
out to Idaho and punch you in the face.
Yeah.
My wife be like, "Where you going?" I'm going to Idaho.
I gotta go punch a guy.
I gotta go punch
Yeah.
a guy in the face. I gotta go see a guy about punching him in the face.
You're not taking me back. Why? Don't need to.
But no, I mean the first time through, you're kind of like, oh, I don't know. Is this gonna last? Is this gonna be one of those, 5 episodes and then it disappears and then it shows up back in the spring for 7 episodes and then we never see it again?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, the one where you remember the one where Gordon takes the phone to the holodeck and
Yeah.
just creates a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
And that was just, I was like upset for him at the end of
Yeah.
that episode. And I'd
Yep.
seen it before. I know, you know, a show really gets you when, like, after you watch it, like I was on YouTube looking for clips of when the two of them were singing the song in the bar at
Oh
the end.
wow. Yeah.
It was, yeah. So I guess I got to keep the Hulu subscription because that's a Hulu.
Yeah.
Do we
but
know
like
when it's coming back?
2021,
They
I
said
don't-
it towards the end of the year of this year.
Yeah. I
Really?
think it'll probably be like
Yeah.
December. Yeah.
Shit, I'm gonna need to get the flu again so that I can
Yeah.
watch it one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
know it's
don't-
gonna
we
be a
don't know
while.
exactly when.
It is going to be a while. I don't think they've said exactly, have they? I'm
No,
pretty
they
sure
haven't.
they haven't. Yeah. It's
I
all
read
just,
somewhere though that they're shooting the series 3 right now, or season 3 right now.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's confirmed anywhere. It's just,
Yeah, but I
Something
don't
I
know why are
saw.
they waiting so long. That doesn't
I
make
don't
sense.
Because of the switch over, because Fox wasn't going to carry it anymore, and then because of the weight of who's going to carry it, they didn't start getting anything ready for it, and so that's the whole delay. I mean,
Yeah,
if it's a 4-month delay on the back end, it's probably a 6 or 7 month delay on the front end. You know what I mean? So just to
Yeah.
get everything back in place, timing, scheduling, and ready to go.
Mhm.
So
but
plus
just
they all had to wait for what's her name and Scott Grimes to decide whether or not they were going to be married or not or work together or.
Yeah, that's kind of a nightmare.
Yeah.
That can't be fun behind the scenes.
well on the flip side, I did not rewatch Discovery. Just putting that out there.
Mm.
I probably
I had plenty of time and every opportunity, but I was just like, that's okay.
I started. I remember telling you guys sometime last year. I started with season 1 again, where I was going to do a watch through of season 1 and 2, and I couldn't do it on season 1. I just started getting pissed,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I think I'm over that now. I'll probably watch both of them again right before season 3 hits. Which
See, I
that'll
think
be
I like season
see.
1 better.
Do what?
I think I like season 1 better of Discovery.
Yeah.
Really?
Season 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
If
can't
I had to
really
pick
say
between the
which one.
two.
Yeah, but I will say this: season 2, the Red Angel thing just dragged on
Mm-hmm.
and got annoying. So
Like 10 episodes and they dragged it on too long. It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
when's Picard?
maybe.
When's Picard drop? That's like
23rd.
Like 3 weeks, less than 3
Yeah.
weeks.
wow.
Yeah. So we've got 2 more episodes before Picard starts up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, this one and the next one.
Yeah.
And Picard
Mm.
hits, and then we record right after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
And then we go weekly or whatever it is. Whatever
Do
Picard
we get-
does.
Do we get a raise for that going weekly?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, we just upped our goal for the coffee account. So maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
The coffee account.
Yep. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time of the year when we are getting ready to get into the thick of it, where we're going to be recording every single week. If you weren't part of the show at the time when we were doing that last year for Discovery, get ready for it. The show's going to come out every single Monday after following the previous show of Picard. We'll keep doing that right through Discovery as well, and wherever Lower Decks falls, and how that maybe, I don't know. We could wind up doing a show every single week.
God, this is gonna be a job.
For the rest of the year. It's gonna be a lot, and we're
Yeah.
looking forward to it. I'm excited. With that kind of content.
I'm glad. I'm happy for
gonna
you,
be great.
Trent, to be excited. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I love doing this show.
Yeah, we all do. But
Yeah.
hey, that brings us back to the coffee account, and we'll talk about that here in a moment. But first, let's. Daniel, sorry, you got to tell us about your Christmas break before we get into the news.
Oh,
Since you work from home now, it all probably felt the same.
yeah. And I work from home for like maybe half an hour a day, so like every day is vacation day. I know,
Wow. What are you like Bruce Wayne?
kinda.
Day trader
All right.
Day
extraordinaire.
trading, yeah. So
You're gonna
Yeah.
have to tell me how to do that if it's that lucrative. I got to figure out.
I don't think it's not like, oh my god, I'm making thousands of dollars a day, but
Yeah.
it's better than I've ever done before, and it's nice.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's cool. But just hung out with family. It's cool because my nieces and nephews are young, you know. They're 8, 6, and 2. So perfect ages. And then
Yeah.
my brother's 38, but he's got Down syndrome, so he still believes in Santa. So it's pretty hilarious, the guy with a giant beard yelling at you to get in your room because Santa's coming. He's like so upset that we didn't leave cookies for Santa. Like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's fun.
This is the first year we didn't really do that. We had the stockings, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
no extra already opened and just kind of decorated out how they're sitting there from Santa for the kiddos because they're both old enough. They know better, and they were a little disappointed we still didn't do that. But it was kind of like, I'd like to go to bed before 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, do you guys do Santa or not?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm
I mean,
sure.
My kids are 7 and 7 months. So
Yeah, you got a ways to go.
yeah. Yeah, that, and at 7 he's young enough that he believes in Santa. He's old enough to get so excited that he can't get to sleep. So
Yep.
that preparation didn't start until midnight because
Yep.
I was sitting there in his room trying to get him to go to sleep, and even when he did fall asleep, it was a light sleep, and he'd
Yeah.
wake back up and go, "Did Santa come?" It's like, "No, go to sleep."
The Tooth Fairy thing stopped with Bella pretty early, really, it feels like, which is funny because that stopped first, and it wasn't like two years later until the Santa thing stopped.
Yeah,
So that's kind of funny how that works with kids sometimes. But
yeah,
it stopped with her because she's a light enough sleeper that neither one of us could get in there and pull the thing out and put the money in without
Yeah.
waking her up. So,
Well,
It's
then
hard.
he woke up at 5:30 in the morning, and
Yeah,
comes
of
in
course.
the
Oh,
room.
yeah.
And he's like, "Daddy, Santa came," and I'm like, "No shit."
yeah. The girls still do that. They'll wake, well, the one anyway. Olivia, if I let her, she'll sleep until noon
Yeah.
every day, even during school year. But Bella, on the other hand, that morning comes in, she's up, she's ready to go. Yeah, maybe 6:37, somewhere in there, and she's like, "No, really, we got to get up and do this."
See, I don't know. Mexican households, we don't do Santa. Like, that's not a thing. We only do it because my brother watched too many Christmas movies, and that's where he picked it up. Yeah. And like the Tooth Fairy thing, I remember asking as a kid about the Tooth Fairy, and my mom would be like, "Well, if you get money, you can pay rent." So
Okay.
yeah, it's cold.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Nowadays, I don't know how kids believe as long as they do, because
Yeah,
they're going to school with so many other kids from so many other cultures. Okay, that's the first thing, and the second thing is, the internet.
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, my son's on YouTube half the day. It's only a matter of time until he figures out how to use a search engine, and any question in the world is right there at their fingertips.
Yep.
So,
Well-
and just for ha-has, I Googled, is Santa real, the other day, and the first 5 hits were parenting articles on how to talk to your child about it when they get to that age. So,
It is
So-
the biggest hoax, if you want to put it that way, pulled on the American people of all time.
It's right up there
Because
with
it
birds.
started way back in the day. Retailers started it way back in like the 30s or 40s or something. What?
You didn't catch me. Dan did though.
What'd you say?
You said it's the biggest hoax. You go, it's right up there with the birds.
Well, it's up there with the birds. It's also up there with Tim's impeachment, but I'll move on. So,
oh boy.
Oh, no. I don't want to get into this now.
no, I
Yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to do that either.
Let's not.
We'll stick with the birds not real.
Yeah, that's not real. That's something that's got bipartisan support.
Yeah, that's true. It does.
Yeah.
It does. Anyway, no, it's amazing how long it's lasted, and it'll continue to last because it's a tradition. I mean, families pass it down from one family, one generation to the next. It's just something we keep doing because it's fun for our kids. It's
Yeah.
when you're young, things are magical, anything's real
Yes.
and possible, and you
Yes.
want to believe when you're young, and
Yeah.
so it's good for their imagination. There's a lot of good that comes out of it. There's a lot of bad that comes out of it too, but I think that bad lasts, very short amount of time in terms of when they do figure it out and they go through that, what? You've been lying to me? That whole thing. They get over that part of it pretty quickly. The bad part of it that I think lingers for a long time is the materialistic side of it, where some families just get like my mom and dad totally go completely nuts over it. And it's just, we take an
Yeah.
SUV to their house when the whole family goes over there, because we know if we arrive with 3 boxes, we'll leave with 25, and it's just, where do we put all of it? And I don't need it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Thank God my wife doesn't listen to the show.
Yeah, my parents.
I
stop.
cringe. I cringe sometimes on Christmas. Christmas Eve is usually with my family. Christmas Day is with hers. And I cringe sometimes with the amount of stuff, like you said. Christmas Eve we were at my brother's house, and my parents said, "All right, everybody head out to the car because that's where the gifts are." So my wife stayed inside with my daughter, and we went outside. And I came in, and my wife could tell by the look on my face, because I sat down and I said, "We are now the proud owners of an air hockey table."
Oh no.
Okay. Now, I understand that it is a gift for my son, and air hockey is fun to play, but an air hockey table is a table.
It takes up
Just-
room.
Giant.
Yes. Just walk through your home and decide, if I had an extra table just dropped in my lap right this minute, where would I put it?
I used to have one.
Yeah.
They're heavy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not an arcade
Oh,
quality
I had an arcade
air
one,
hockey.
like.
Yeah. Well, no, that didn't fit in my mom's Subaru.
Okay.
But still, I mean, it's 5 feet by 3 feet or whatever it is, and it's still in the box, leaning against the wall in the living room, because I'll be damned if I know where the air hockey table is going to go. I'm wondering if I can put it over the trampoline, and maybe that was last year.
You could
But,
put it on Craigslist.
Well, see, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. Because my wife's family just goes absolutely nuts with Christmas, and I have boxes and boxes of shit that I'll never use. I have like 115 flashlights down in the workshop.
Mhm.
Different sizes. I got the one that you shake it. There's a generator in there. You shake it. It's like the shake light or whatever. I got the one that goes. That's it's a band. I got a hat with a flashlight built in. So I got all that stuff. But it's like, how long do you hold on? How long are you required to hold on to this stuff?
Mhm.
Well, you'd want to hold on.
That's
to
what
it for at
bothers
least-
me.
You'd want to hold on to it for at least 3 months, because if you try to put it up on Craigslist in January, the value goes down because that's what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
So,
But not just like this stuff for me. It's like they buy stuff for my son. It's like, he's already got one of those. Why are you buying him that?
Mhm. Yeah.
Welcome to Bitchcast.
Yeah.
The galaxy's most unpredictable podcast about bitching.
We're definitely not Ferengi right now.
Because I've been bitching
Yeah.
for 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
I think
okay.
the Ferengi would probably love Christmas, not from the standpoint
yeah,
of
they
buying
would.
things for others, but because of all the stuff they can get their hands on too for cheap and then turn around and resell. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that would happen real fast.
Probably.
The old Ferengi.
Mm.
Well, should I get into the news?
Yeah, let's do some
Let's,
Star Trek. I
Let's
think.
do that.
Attention all hands. It's time for Star Trek news.
So, our first news story is probably my favorite because of how just freaking ridiculous this is already. It comes to us from Bounding Into Comics. The headline reads, Rumor, Noah Hawley Star Trek film Dead in Space. So, the new Star Trek 4 that we had just talked about in December that written, could be dead in space, allegedly. Again, this is just a rumor, but
Who wrote that article? Doomcock?
No, Bounding Into Comics.
Okay.
Yeah. But apparently,
I liked it better when you called him Doom Clock.
yeah.
Yeah, Doomclock. Or Nerd Erotic. One of those two guys.
God, those guys just live off of hate. It's crazy.
They do. I vowed that in 2020, I'm not going to live off of that kind of hate. Instead, I'm going to live off of positivity. So even if I think something's going to suck, I'm going to say, well, it'll be all right.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
It's a new day. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna get that, and never mind. So basically, what happened is there was an interview with Simon Pegg, and they asked him about the film, and he stated that he didn't know anything about it. He wasn't even aware of Noah's involvement, and there was also a rumor too that maybe this Star Trek 4 was gonna be a whole new cast.
Yeah, see, that's the way I read that interview with Simon Pegg, is that if it's going to be something, if it's the next Star Trek movie, it doesn't have to be about the cast from the Kelvin timeline.
Right. So what I think this is somebody wrote a story because they want to get clickbait, and so they wrote it as it's dead. Who knows? The other thing, too, is Simon Pegg may not be up on everything, you know?
Well, no, why would he be?
Yeah, exactly. So, who knows? Also, we're hearing rumors that what's his name? Quentin Tarantino has, quote, moved away from Star Trek, or steering away.
Yeah, we knew that last time.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think someone's just reiterating it again for some reason, but
yeah, whatever.
This is why I make so few blog posts, because like if there's something definitive to write about, I'll write about it. But if it's this kind of stuff, I don't waste my time.
But the other funny thing, though, that came out about this with Tarantino is he said that he never had an official conversation with those guys about Star Trek.
Who did he have a conversation with his
I don't
script
know.
that everybody's read? Did he just get like everybody together from every once in a while at a party somewhere? He just pull it out like it's always in his back pocket, and he said, "Look at this mother," or I mean, is that what he did?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe could have been something like that.
Okay.
What the hell was that sound?
It's my reminder to take my pills.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Welcome to Pillcast.
Oh.
Chug, chug, chug. Look at him go. He's a pro at that.
Yeah.
Damn, he just took a
I do it every day, twice a day.
Yeah. You still got that bowling bracelet on.
Well, Yeah, I get carpal tunnel pretty easily, so I just wear it when I'm on the computer.
Right. I got you.
Yeah, so.
Only your right hand, right?
Only my right hand. That's right.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Let me see your forearms next to each other, real quick.
Hold on. Only on his right hand, huh?
Ah! Oh no!
Okay.
All right. So my next news story comes to us from radiotimes.com, and the headline is Netflix makes Star Trek shorts available for UK users, but they're extremely hard to find. So if you got Netflix in the UK and you're looking for the shorts, they are there. The easiest way to find them, I just thought I'd do this to help people out. Easiest way to find them is search for Star Trek Discovery under the trailers and more info. If you click that, that's where the shorts are.
You can't just search for short treks.
Nope.
Whoa, that's a mistake on their part.
Yeah, it's
They haven't
deeply hidden.
indexed it yet, maybe.
Well, it's a special feature.
You're right. So it's annoying as hell is what it is.
Well, at least it's there for the UK to watch and go, what the hell is that? Well, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be positive, but you know.
Yeah. You're positively angry about it.
It's there you go. I'm positive. Yeah, 100% of the time I'm 90% angry. Okay, so or that's supposed to go the other way around. 60% of the time I'm always angry. Anyway, they finally get to see Spock smile and sing in an elevator with number one. So.
And they get to buy a cereal. But
yeah, my kids did love that though.
That was pretty funny.
They just love the hell out of that. So.
And our last news story comes to us from comicbooks.com, and the headline reads, Space Force renames unit after Star Trek Spock. So, talking about the old Space Force. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
not quite what you think.
No, it's not. Essentially what happens is the official acronym for Space Operations Command, the official acronym is SPOC, Spock.
Yeah.
So, neat.
That's what they want you to think.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, Mr. Buzz Lightyear's got to tell us more about it.
Actually, I'm not going to tell you more about it because it's classified.
There you go. So that's all the news stories I've got.
All right, cool. Well, let's move. Let's blitzkrieg right into feedback, email, all that stuff.
We got some.
We do got some.
Did you want me to read the email, Chad? Because it was also sent to you. The Picard maneuver. Nice, Dan.
Oh, I didn't know we had an email.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Because I'm pulling up the Trekcast coffee account real quick.
Okay. So we got an email. It's from Mark. The subject line is Picard maneuver. It says, Dear Picard maneuver, this is an official notification of unclaimed funds of $10.5 million left by Mr. Picard, who died in a car crash. Upon your positive response, I will make all the information known to you if you confirm your willingness. Regards, Mark. So we got that going for us.
This is the kind of emails we get.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
It's a Nigerian scam, but with Picard.
Of course.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's just lovely.
I posted up in the Facebook group that we were recording this weekend, so we got some pretty good questions on there. Charles, first question out the gate. Will Discovery be canceled?
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes, at some point it will be canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Its reign of terror has to end at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, TOS was canceled. TNG was canceled.
DS9
was canceled. Yeah, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question is how many seasons will it have? And my guess there is if season 3 is really good and well received and everybody, including the three of us, really enjoy it, then and they keep it 930 years into the future, then it could go a couple of more seasons. Now, how far that story goes and how they want to wrap it up and all that, I mean, it's going to end sometime after probably 5. It'll probably last through 3. It might limp through 4. But I would think 5 or more is where I kind of put that. I think it'll go at
I
least till
think
5.
4. I think 4.
You think 4?
Yes. Yeah.
I think there's really no way to know.
No.
Because if you look at a show like The Walking Dead,
Mm-hmm.
that show's been on what, like 11 years
10.
at this point? 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 10 years. One spinoff, another spinoff in the works. Quality has been in the toilet for the last 5 years.
Right.
But that hasn't stopped them. They're still going full speed ahead.
They're still making money, yeah.
They're still making money, and people are still eating it up. So, I mean, who knows? We
Mhm.
could get some substandard Star Trek for the next 15 years. Who knows?
Right. That's true. That's true. Speaking of which, Sam asked a pretty interesting question. What would a non-Starfleet-based Trek show look like? Sort of in the vein of The Mandalorian, where the plot is set at the same timeline, but takes place outside the interests of the main parties.
Well, that might be Picard. That might be what we're going to get. He's not in Starfleet anymore. And
That's a good point.
The people he's interacting with are not Starfleet officers. So we may get a taste of that later this month.
Yeah?
We'll,
I don't know.
We'll circle back.
We'll circle back. I thought about, like, you could do a Klingon show, because now they're a little more rounded than when they were just the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit more to the Empire. You could do something like with political intrigue and the Klingons and war, kind of Games of Thrones-y a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I think you could do something like that. I think all the other species are too one-dimensional to really justify a whole series. The only closest one I could think is maybe the Ferengi, because they kind of fleshed them out a little bit more in DS9.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you could use the opportunity of them being one-dimensional to really flesh out a culture.
I think there's plenty of characters that have been fleshed out enough to where you could have them be kind of one of the main attributes of the show, a la DS9, because that's kind of what they did a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think, unfortunately, any Trek series would have to have at least 1 or 2 humans or very human-looking lead characters as the start of it. I'm not sure a show where all you see is Klingons and every once in a while you see a few other races, maybe human, maybe not, would really do well. I just don't think it would. I think humans are a little racist on that end of it, from that standpoint. But I mean, it really, if you think about it, I mean, would you? I think that's. I don't think anybody would ever do that. I think that would come into play where they wouldn't do that for that specific reason only. You kind of have to have a human or a very human-looking person as at least one of your leads, but then you could have everybody else be whatever you wanted to, and like DS9 did, where you had this menagerie of different characters and coming and going. And yeah, there were definitely the leads of that series, Cisco and Kira, but and Kira, of course, was an easy one because all she had was ridges on her nose, kind of like Trills. All they have is dots on the side of their head, right? So I think you'd have to have a very human-looking lead, but there are plenty of other alien species that have been fleshed out enough to where you could have the show revolve around that species, even with a somewhat human lead. Cardassians would be the first one I would probably go to. Outside of any of the others, including Klingon, just simply from the standpoint of you've got so much rich material of where they left off at the end of DS9. You've got a lot of rich material there. I mean, they're pretty much in tatters. Their empire's just totally, the Cardassian Empire is a shell of itself, So there's a lot of rich material there. The Klingons, yeah, they're different. They've changed. They've morphed, but they're still in pretty good position in terms of the empire itself. They've, if anything, I would be more interested in seeing more about the Klingons during the time of the Undiscovered Country, when Praxis blows up and the Empire is just totally in disarray for years as they try to form an alliance with the Federation. That would be interesting because you could have a lot of back and forth skirmishes, different houses, different allegiances, all that political intrigue that goes with it. I think that would be a fascinating one to do. And you could do that without having it be in terms of Starfleet itself. On both of those occasions, you could have someone like I can't think of her name. I've been trying to think of her name this whole time. What's her name? Cisco's wife at the end of DS9, or he does marry her at the end of
Cassidy.
DS9. Cassidy, yeah, you can have Cassidy Yates. You could have a show about someone like that, or her doing freight running and trying to stay ahead of everybody between the Cardassians and someone.
It's like Ice Road Truckers, but it's
yeah. Smugglers
Pawn
Run.
Stars
You know?
with the Ferengi.
Yeah, I can do the Badlands in 3.2 parsecs. You know, all of a sudden parsecs becomes a frame of reference of time and a unit of measure. Anyway, so
where's that nerd alert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're gonna need it later.
Yeah, we are gonna need it today a lot.
Yeah.
But I've got that one and I've got this one too, because that's a classic. How can you not have that one? So anyway, turn the volume up on that one. That was too quiet. Anyhow, that's kind of more of what I would want to see is something of that nature. One of those different time frames where there's an awful lot going on with those characters. Cardassians would be my first pick. I'd like to see where the Cardassians are now in the Picard show. Where are they at? You know, are there any of them around? What's the state of the Cardassian Union? It wasn't called an empire. It was a Cardassian Union, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, Cardassian Union. Zachary asks, are you guys worried about the writing of Picard?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm always worried about it.
Yeah, same.
I'm worried about the writing on any show that I tune into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the writing on this show, and we don't write anything. We just
Dan's always wondering, just what the am I gonna say?
Indeed.
Same thing with Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm not worried about the writing. I'm worried about whether or not they're going to stick to canon. Although I'm not a huge, giant stickler of canon, you at least need to stick to some of the main things. Like the first time we see the Trill and Picard, if they don't have spots, but somehow they all have leopard hair or something, you know, like if you totally change the design of a character that's been around for 50 some odd, or maybe not 50 years, but 30 years. You know, that
or if the Trill look like they looked like on TNG instead of Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, that was a little more subtle though, wasn't it? Somewhat.
Well, on TNG they didn't have spots. They had
oh, that's right.
Forehead
prostheses, like
prostheses.
Klingons almost. Yeah.
Yep. And then they
So that
decided.
was pretty.
Then they decided, oh, we're gonna have one on this new show. We're gonna take this beautiful woman and put all this shit on her face. Let's just put spots on her instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Since it was only one episode of TNG, I kind of let that go. But
Right.
you know, it is a continuity error.
Well, that's, I guess, continuity, not canon, but continuity. That's more of what I should say is continuity. Let's try to keep things somewhat in line and not go totally far afield. So that's the only thing I would
update Worf.
They better not.
Yeah, I don't know.
They better not.
I bet you they shy away from that. Worf isn't even in the first season.
I still think he's the stinger at the end.
They could make
They may not even show him, just hear his voice.
What if they make the Klingons in Discovery season 3 look like the Klingons that we've known and love all this time? Since they already
good step.
blanded them down in season 2, now they're 930 years in the future. They could technically make all the aliens look like anything they wanted to, because it's 930 years, and there could have been some sort of genetic war, eugenics war, you know, whatever that changed all of that, and then it would make sense. You know, you have all this room to do things.
They come out and they're like, there was a time called fan appeasement, and we changed everything back.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not so much worried about the I think the writers are pretty good. I know I give Discovery all kinds of crap, but I listened to one of my people are probably, if people are really picking up on what I say and remembering what I've said, then they probably think I'm a little psychotic because I go back and forth on this. Sometimes if I listen to some previous episodes over the last couple of weeks of ours, and on some of the episodes I'm praising the writers for Discovery, and on other episodes I'm just livid about it. So I mean, it's just the way it goes. You go back and forth.
They're talented writers.
They are talented, yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. the thing is, I think season 1 was really tightly written in that everything connected and kind of matched up, and it was a well thought out story.
Yeah.
Whereas season 2, they kind of just did stuff and didn't really connect it back, and so like that's what I'm concerned about with Picard is, are we going to get the tight writing and good thought out story structure, or are we going to get that was popular, let's keep doing that?
The only saving grace I'll go ahead and up front say for season 1 for Picard is I would think they would have it pretty tightly done because Patrick Stewart was in the writer's room for the first week. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes.
So
and from very
I mean,
early on, he said it was going to be 3 seasons. So I think they
Yeah.
have a plan for 3 seasons.
and I think that's a good way to do things. I think that's tough to do. That's tough for a
Yeah.
studio to go ahead and commit to here's our storyline over the next 3 years kind of thing.
Mhm.
Or at least here's an arc over the next 3 years, and here's the general outline, and let's stick inside of that. I mean, that's a good way to do it in terms of telling an overarching story over many seasons, but in some way, shape, or form. But at the same time, that's a hard thing to do.
I mean, that's what they do with franchise films now. Like, if you go into pitch, like if you're going to get, I don't know, the next Superman movie, they want you to pitch a trilogy.
Yeah, but then they forget
Yeah.
about things, and then they screw things up. Kind of like how because of Endgame, that means that Captain America goes back in time and ends up marrying what's her name and creates his daughter, who he kissed in Winter Soldier. So
That was his niece.
whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. All right. Whatever.
You knew it was his niece.
Warning.
I thought it was his daughter.
No. That was his niece.
Get ready.
There's no
Oh
It's
boy.
coming.
no blood relation there.
Yeah.
Well, if you're from Arkansas, it all doesn't matter.
I was just gonna
Okay.
say he's from
I'm in Idaho.
Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. He's not from Arkansas.
Yeah.
Alabama.
All right. So, anything else on the feedback before I move into the coffee account stuff?
No. Let's do.
I did make a post, by the way, the other day that has just a shit ton of comments. I think it's up to like 57 comments right now. I asked people to
Nice.
post their favorite quote
yeah.
from Star Trek or their favorite saying or whatever from any episode, any movie, any era, any season, any show. And there's just a ton of them. And I am going to use those, just so you know. I did not have time to put everything together. I started on it. I know someone's favorite quote, not to mention names, was this one. There's coffee in that nebula. So I am going to start putting together a whole segment of stuff to use. And one of those, and I'll just go ahead and spoiler alert, is for when we do our Picard episode here a couple weeks from now, before the show premieres. I am going to have a whole slew of some of Picard's most famous or most liked quotes or sayings to play. So we'll have all that together. Anyway, so keep those coming in. I'll probably cut that off at some point next week so that I have time to get through all of them. Where did we leave off on the coffee account?
It's just the last one. The latest
Well,
one.
did we get Gentry's on there?
Yep.
Okay. Both of Gentry's? Yep.
Yeah, because he donated twice that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess, well, that was 19 days ago. So I guess, did we
Yeah.
get that or not?
I thought we did.
I'll just go ahead and read him real quick in case we
Okay.
repeat ourselves. The
Yeah.
first one, he says, okay, with this donation, I guess I get a little talk time here. So here goes. First, love the show and want you to keep going, which we're going to. I also want to donate 20. I also want $25 of this donation to please start the Dan, Chad, Daniel Meetup Fund. These are funds designed to help pay so you guys can finally meet in person. Perfect. I love that. Then his second one he posted, he said, and this one is to support the show. Now, please together come up with words to the TNG theme song a la Bill Murray and Star Wars. You guys rock. Yeah, see, I don't think we did either.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't do that.
Yeah, come up with words to the TNG theme song along a la Bill Murray and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know
boy.
what he's talking about?
I do.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I don't know what he's talking about.
It's an old SNL skit where Bill Murray plays a lounge singer, and one of the songs he sings is "Star Wars, those goofy Star Wars, those crazy Star Wars
I do recall
coming
that. Yeah,
your way."
I do recall that. Okay, so let's
yeah.
think about that one for a second. Maybe that's it right there. Dan just did it for you. So,
Well, I don't think he wants us to freestyle it. I think he wants us to
think about it. Yeah.
to think about it.
We'll
and
have to come back to it
write
next
something.
episode.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
Then the next one is from.
Oh, well, hold on.
Go ahead.
And thank you, by the way, for those donations.
Yeah. Thanks.
And yeah, the meetup fund. I think that's a great idea. I would love to meet these guys.
Yep.
I want a big giant man hug.
You guys forget how short I am.
Yeah. Well, hopefully by then there's less of me to hug. I've gained a little weight over the Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, as have I.
Thanksgiving holiday. So.
As have I. The holidays coupled with 10 days of just laying on the couch like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have our latest one from just a few days ago, Sam Rasmussen. He says, hope you all had an amazing holiday. Love the show. I can't wait to hear what you guys think of Picard once it comes out. For the love of the prophets, please let that be good. Anyway, then thanks for the awesome show. Okay. Those are our latest donations to the coffee account. Gentry, we will come up with something good for you there. No worries. And, of course, this is one of those shows where we don't do any homework ahead of time. We do it all live on the show as we're doing it. So we'll come up with it in the next one here in 2 weeks.
So I had some feedback. Somebody, I can't remember who it was. Somebody responded on the thread about our last show. Mm-hmm. And they asked me if Cisco would ever get to see the twins.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
And I answered him, and I'm not sure he understood my answer. I said, not in his linear existence. And he responded with like a sad face, like he's not going to see them again. And that's not what I meant. It's that we know how the show ends. We know that he enters the celestial temple, and now he's with the prophets, and his existence is no longer linear. So he will see them again. He just has to die first.
He already has.
And he will again.
Yep.
Because
he's already seen everything.
Yes. So just want to put that out there.
Yep.
Well,
that's a good one.
And also I'm looking at the poll right now. Dan won.
I did.
Yeah.
Even with me voting for myself.
I got shellacked.
You got one vote.
Oh, I don't count that because that one vote was a vote for me so that she didn't have to vote for you or
she's
against
a friend of mine.
you,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So it was a pity vote or something.
Her and I used to
it
work
was
together.
really bad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I figured that out because I'm like, who's this person that voted for Chad? I clicked on her.
Who the hell would do that? That must be a sister. You got a sister in there. Yeah.
I clicked on her and I saw her employer and I said, oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah. So there you go. Dan won.
Yep. Dan
so
won.
What
the
do
poll.
I get? What's my prize?
Adulation of all you're doing.
An air hockey table.
An air hockey table. Hung above the
other one.
Trampoline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so we reset the coffee account because last year's goal was $300. This year's goal is $500. Although as of right now, it shows that we're at 71% of a $500
it's still counting
goal.
the 300 from last year.
Because it carried the 300 from last year. So we're gonna have to figure
until
that
we
one out.
empty out the account, apparently.
Do what?
Until we empty out the account. That's why.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're trying to raise $500 this year, not another 300 or 400 or whatever, but $500, and that will go towards all kinds of things, including hopefully our trip to STLV, which I'm going. I mean, come hell or high water, I will be there. That's it. I don't care what happens. I'm going to be there. So I've already put my foot down. It's going to happen.
I should be able to do that.
If I've got to drive out there, I drive out there. Whatever. I'll have the hotel room already taken care of. So.
Yeah, I'm not driving.
Yeah. It's a 26-hour drive for me, so it's going to be a lot if I have to do that. I hope I don't, but if I do, I do.
I did it once before.
Yeah.
I'm doing it again.
It's cheaper to drive. Even all that way, it's still cheaper to drive. So it is what it is. Maybe I'll do that just so we can have a car out there between the three of us, and there you go.
Oh, no, I'm going to rent a car.
I usually rent a car when I travel.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I usually take Ubers everywhere I go. I don't ever get a car. So
Oh man,
it'll be
no.
different.
I like having a car.
Yeah.
I like driving around. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I go to LA next weekend.
Oh man.
5 days
Luck.
for the national sales meeting, since they moved it to this time of the year instead of
Mhm.
August, which is always right around the same time as STLV.
Yeah.
Enjoy some In-N-Out and Pollo Loco.
I'm definitely going to In-N-Out. Never been there. Never been
Oh,
to-
it's overrated. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. I like Five Guys, so we'll see. I'm
Yeah.
gonna rate it between. We'll do
Make sure you get
that.
animal
When I
fries.
get back, that'll be one of our things. We'll do a food cast, and I'll tell you whether I thought
Oh.
Five Guys was better or In-N-Out is better.
You should video it and put it on the coffee for
Yeah, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
first time you have In-N-Out.
All right, we need to
Okay.
get to the topic because we're like
Yeah.
50 minutes
This
in
is gonna,
here.
this is gonna
Yeah.
take a while, so let's do it.
Talking about Star Trek in this week's topic. Talking about the Star Trek in this week's topic.
All right.
So, I'm wearing my tie because I get to play game show host, and and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a game called Geek Out. The reason why we're doing this is we were talking this week about we're gonna be doing a lot of reviews coming out throughout the year, so we want to do something different. This is a game I have. It's pretty fun. So basically, you get a card, right? First one to 10 cards or 10 rounds wins. The idea is on the back of each card there's little series of I don't know, not questions, but the idea is let's say this is Chad's card, right? And he rolls his dice, and there's 5 slots on here. 6 is wild. You get to pick whichever slot you want, and they're different topics. So the first one is, can you name 4 characters from Pokemon, or can you name 6 female comic villains, or 2 sci-fi film prequels, 2 villains from Masters of the Universe, or 4 computer manufacturers. So
Okay.
Chad would say, let's say, Chad, can you name 2 villains from Masters of the Universe?
Ding, ding, ding,
Skeletor
ding,
and-
ding, ding, ding.
Okay, no, I'm just
I'm
saying.
buzzing in.
Do you think you can? Do you think
You
you
can't
can? Yes
buzz
or no? No, I'm asking you, Chad. Do you think you can? Yes or no? Can you name
No.
2? Okay, Dan can, right? So Dan
Yes.
would then say, "Oh, I can." So then,
Okay.
okay, Dan's like, "Okay, well, I can do 2." Well, then I'd be like, "Well, I can do 3." And so we go back and forth until we decide, "Well, I can name 5," and you've got 60 seconds to name 5, or whatever amount you end on. And then whoever, if you can do it, then you get the card. That's your card, and your first one to 10 wins. So
Oh, I got you. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So are you playing or are you just the host?
I'm gonna play too because it'll make it faster and it'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No Googling while we're doing this.
yeah. So who should go first?
Yeah, I'm in a car.
Yeah. All right, we'll go with Dan first.
I've got an
So-
iMac
so-
in front of me, so I mean,
Yeah.
I won't.
Well,
do it.
all right. Here's how we do it.
Mhm.
When it's your turn, your fingers are in view.
Oh, well, it's always our turn, really. But yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. When you're after to answer the question, your fingers are in. Okay, gotcha.
So
Okay.
okay, Dan, roll your dice. You're first. Yeah.
Dabo! 2.
Warning, nerd alert.
All right, Dan. 2 identities of Green Lantern. 2 real identities of Green Lantern.
Yeah, I could do it.
All right. As you got the hat on.
Yeah.
Do I just do it or
No,
do you
no.
guys?
Now it's me and Chad. I think I can only do. No, I can do 3. I can do 3.
Yeah, I don't think I could do more than 3.
You
I can do
that?
more than 5 right now.
Oh, okay. I got to hear you do 5.
Okay, you do 5. Hands in
You're-
view.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. You don't have to do that. I trust you.
Hal Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Rayner,
Mm-hmm.
John Stewart, Alan Scott, Abin Sur,
There you go.
Kilowog, Tomar Ray,
Warning,
Oh,
Stade,
nerd alert.
Sinestro.
nice. All right.
So what? I get a card?
Get a card. So now it's
All right,
Dan's
hand
got
me the
one.
card. Give me the card.
Right. Oh, yeah. Here you go. Yeah. So I've got them in different piles, so that way we can get through this. Chad, you're next. If you want to roll your dice.
1.
2 themed version of Flux. Do you know what Flux is?
Well, Flux is a lot of different things. What do you mean?
It's a card game.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I can name 2.
Okay, go for it.
Batman and Rick and Morty. They make them. I just know that. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you knew about the game. I have no clue. So.
Yeah.
I didn't see any fingers. Cheater.
It's 2 hands, 2 fingers jump off.
Mhm.
All right, 1
All
to
right,
1,
my
you
turn.
guys.
All right. I'm rolling. 1. 2 games in which sheep appear. No, I don't think I could.
I can name 2.
I can name 2.
Well, who can name 3? Because now it's down to both of you guys.
All right, give me a minute.
I can name 3.
Okay.
All right, Chad has it, I guess. Let's hear it.
I can name 4.
All right, let's hear it.
Minecraft, Crossy Road, Animal Crossing, and Farming Simulator.
Okay.
All have sheep.
I thought you were going to say North Idaho dating sim.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, your turn. Go ahead and roll.
3.
All right. 4 races from the Star Wars universe.
Oh, jeez.
And the
Can you
names
name
of
4?
races.
You gotta name them, huh?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I could do 4.
I think I can do 5.
Let's see.
I can do 6.
Oh, this I got to hear.
Hold on a minute. All right, hold on. I can do 6.
It's going to be whoever can do 7.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
Yeah,
of
I'm
the 7th
trying to-
one. I mean, I can
Okay,
picture
I'm
all
up
of
to
them, but
8.
it's like the name. Oh, geez, you got me then.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear him.
All
What
right.
happens if he loses?
Well, then
All
the
right.
card gets discarded and nobody gets
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Human,
Mm-hmm.
Mon Calamari,
Yeah.
Droid, Gungan, Jawa, Ewok, Ugnaught.
Oh,
Forgot.
you're missing a big one. You're missing 2
Wookiee.
big ones. Yeah, there you go.
Wookiee.
Now you're missing 1 more. 1 more. You gotta have 1 more. That was 8, but you got
No,
it.
I
But
said-
there's 1
I
more you're
He
missing.
he said 7.
Yeah, I know, but there's like a huge one you're missing. Like you got
Oh, you're
Mon
thinking of
Calamari
Mandalorian?
before you said the Mandalorian. Mandalorians.
Mandalorian's
They're
not a
really
race.
It's
It's a
they're
creed.
not a race.
It's a creed.
It's a
Watch
creed,
the show,
yeah.
man.
This is the way.
Mhm.
Did you guys see the meme? Did you see the meme I created with the?
Yeah, I did. That was good.
That got like 50 shares in
That's
some
awesome.
other group. Yeah,
That's good.
I'll have to post that over in Trekcast just so people know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I did
for
a
sure.
thing on TikTok that I thought was going to have a bigger traction than it did, but the whole thing with Baby Yoda going around, the whole Baby Yoda, baby Yoda, all that. I did one where I posted a picture of gray slime and I called it Baby Odo. No one seemed
Nice.
to like that. Anyway, yeah, I know.
Who's next, Chad?
Sure.
Okay.
5.
2 fictional shops.
2 fictional shops,
Mm-hmm.
as in like stores.
Yeah.
Okay, I can definitely name 2. I mean, that's easy.
All right. Let's see.
I think I can do 3.
There's gonna be a lot of dead air in this episode as we all
I
sit
know
and
there
think.
is. I know there is. There totally is.
Yeah, that's okay because everybody at home is gonna be like, everybody listening is gonna be like, oh, can I think of the 3 before they think of
Yeah,
the 3?
that's why I thought
Yeah.
this game would be fun to play on the show.
Yeah. No, this is good. This is good. We should have done this before now. Pretty sure I can do 4.
Oh man, I'm still at 2.
I got one that maybe will or will not count. I don't know. We'll see. And that might be my 5th one.
All
I
right,
feel like I can do 5.
You can do 5?
I think I can.
Okay.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, go for your 5.
Okay. Cheers, the bar.
Yeah.
Quark's Bar.
Yeah.
Okay. The comic book store in Big Bang Theory.
What's it called though?
They're called though.
I don't remember the name of it.
Ah,
Okay,
well.
fine. Central Perk from Friends.
Yeah, okay,
Their
there you
coffee
go.
shop.
See, is a restaurant a shop? Well, a coffee shop. All right.
Yeah.
Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shop.
The restaurant's still a shop too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, wish I knew
Shoot, I got to, Shenanigans from Super Troopers.
Yeah.
'Cause they all go to Shenanigans.
Yeah.
that.
And then the last one, Watto's Shop from Star Wars.
That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking of.
Yeah. I was gonna say Bob's Big Burger.
Oh yeah, that too.
I was thinking of Cloud9 from that show Superstore. That's the first one that came to mind. And then I'm trying to think of. I was trying to think of the movie Mallrats because every store in the background was a made up store.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
that's right.
Dunder
Yeah.
Mifflin or Mifflin Dunder, whatever that is from The Office. That's not really a shop, but whatever.
No.
Yeah, that was company. Yeah.
I had that in my head.
But
and I
all
was
the
gonna say-
stores they talk about in that show, those are all real Scranton PA stores.
yeah.
They were real careful. They were real careful to do that.
Is would 10 Forward count as a shop? Or
I don't know. You don't.
It's a
You don't
bar.
spend money there. Are you shopping if you don't spend money?
I don't know. Ask a communist.
Or are you just acquiring?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, okay,
Yeah.
that was pretty good. You won that one, Daniel. So that's what,
Okay.
2? You've got 2 cards or 3?
I got 2, Dan's got 2, and you got 1.
I got 1. I figured I was going to lose
All right.
this thing, so that's fine.
I mean, we could do 5 cards if you guys don't want the show to go too long.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep going.
Okay.
See, we're only
All right.
8 minutes into this, so
Yeah, that's true. All right, who's next? Is it
Dan,
Dan?
then you,
Oh,
then
All right.
okay.
4.
4. 2 Middle Earth elves. Hey man, you ruled
me-
it.
Let me tell you something. My
Yeah.
geek flag flies pretty high.
Mhm.
I have tried to watch Lord of the Rings, and I was 40 minutes in. I'm like, nothing happened. So,
yeah.
I don't know. How many? 2?
2.
Rick and Morty. All right, hold on. Really. Okay,
can
I got
picture-
I got 2.
I got 1.
I got 2.
Yeah, I've got 1.
I can do 2.
All right,
I
do
got
your
to
2
picture
then,
them
because
in
I
my
can only do
head.
1.
I don't know their names.
All right,
I
I
can picture them.
got and I'm totally guessing here.
All right,
Oh.
go for it. You got the 2 then, apparently.
Frodo and Bilbo Baggins. Is that?
No, no,
is that
they're
a-
hobbits.
Hobbits.
I don't know. They're
Not
little
elves.
people.
How about Legolas? He's an elf.
Yeah, that's the one I can name.
Yeah, that's the only one I can name.
And then there's
Legolas.
V for
Picturing,
Vendetta guy.
Picturing what's her name from I don't want to close my
Whoa.
eyes.
what was her name? Like
Go
Arrowhead
and
or something?
dream forever 'cause I miss you,
Yeah.
baby, and I don't want to miss a
Well, that one
thing.
gets tossed out.
I
All
will make a $20 donation to the Ko-fi account if you never do that again.
right.
Yes, I will promise I never do that again.
All right, Chad's turn. Roll the dice.
That card got discarded. No, it's your
That one
turn.
got discarded. It's whose turn?
Yours. It's you, me, Dan. You,
Oh,
me,
okay.
Dan. That's how it's going.
2 U.S. comic book writers. Yeah, I can name 2.
Oh boy.
Current?
It just says 2 U.S. comic book writers.
Well, I could
Okay.
certainly name one.
Shakespeare.
Yeah. Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
I could do 3.
I can do 4.
It's between you guys.
I can do 4. I could do 6.
All right. I want to hear Dan do 6.
Yeah, I can't.
Todd
I think I
McFarlane.
could, but yeah. Okay, go.
Todd McFarlane. Eric
Yeah.
Larson. Mark Wade. Stan Lee.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Grant Morrison. Who did I forget?
Oh, you're missing a big one.
Ron Mars.
There you go. Oh, there's one. Yeah. I was gonna say Jack Kirby.
Ah! How'd I miss that?
I don't know, but you did. All right. Now it's Chad's turn.
No boy.
Get a roll.
2. Can
2
you hear
Marvel
that, by the way,
sidekicks.
when I roll that?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's
Is that an app?
Oh, it's an
Yeah,
app.
I was gonna
Nice.
say I want to see his die. I don't think he really has one.
I got a green one.
It's an app. I forgot to bring it down, and I'm like, oh crap! So I just pull it up on my.
So 2 Marvel sidekicks.
Yeah, I could definitely name 2. I don't have to think about it.
I
can name
got 2. Let me think.
sidekicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I got 3.
Yeah, I can do 3. I can do 4.
I feel like I wish I could do more. Dan's in the lead right now. He's got 3 cards. So
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to make sure I can get another one from him.
All right, hold on.
I guess
Lots
it comes.
of dead air.
yeah,
I guess it
lots.
comes into what do you want to describe as a sidekick? Because is it any Marvel character who's never had a main comic or storyline in the movie? Because
No, I think it's a character who is mainly associated as being the partner of another
Yeah.
character who's more well known.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
All right, hold on a minute. Let me see.
Yeah, I probably couldn't do more than 4. Man, I should be able to.
I'm kind of ashamed I can't do that many.
How many did you say you could do, Dan?
I'm at 4, but now I'm trying to remember which 4 I have. I'm going to say I can do 5 and throw caution to the wind.
Yeah, go for it. Do your 5.
All right. Bucky Barnes,
Mm-hmm.
Damn, didn't even think of that.
War Machine,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Falcon,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Rick Jones.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it usual to be loved by
Yeah,
Tom
that's
Jones.
exactly who I was thinking of.
Oh, I just thought of one that I should have thought of before.
Oh, I just thought of one too.
Oh man.
You're running out of time.
Why? What's the time limit?
60
It's a
seconds.
minute. I said it from the very beginning. You
Oh
got a minute.
really?
60
Yeah.
seconds to list your.
What do I have left?
You got one more.
No, I mean how many seconds do I have left?
You got 15 seconds.
Ah!
Should I help him out?
10, 9, 8, 7,
Wanda.
6,
Silver
5,
Surfer
4. There you
is
go.
There you go.
Galactus's sidekick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is. That, yeah.
Yep. I said the
Dan's
whole
the
time I was
lead.
thinking
He's got
X-Men,
4.
but yeah.
Dan's got 4 so far.
Yep. Yep.
Chad's
That's
got
pretty good.
1 and I've got 2.
That was kind of weak. Silver Surfer. That was a weak
Yeah,
one.
it counts. I was thinking like Wanda, but I was trying to think of her name. Rogue. X-Men.
I don't know if she's really a sidekick.
Yeah, that's a team. X-Men is a team book, so I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. But most of the time, she's always pictured somewhere around Wolverine. So
I was kind of thinking Miles Morales, because he's kind of a sidekick to Peter Parker. But you could argue that he's not.
Yeah, because his origin, that's not what it was. He was the Spider-Man of a different universe.
Right.
and-
It's tough. Yeah.
can I say something
thought
that's
of
going
that
to
too.
totally get me kicked off the
Sure.
air here?
Sure. Yes.
My first thought was Wally West. Oh wait, that's DC.
Oh man.
Yeah, if you had said DC, I would have run down the entire Teen Titans
Yeah.
lineup.
A little easier on the DC side than the Marvel side.
Well, sidekicks are more of a DC
A
thing.
thing on a DC. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. My turn, I think.
Yes.
2 characters from Resident Evil. Ugh.
Nope.
I
I
feel
can't
like
tell you one.
I got 2.
Yeah, I don't even have 2.
Go for it, Dan.
Go for it, Dan.
Any one of the male zombies, any one of the female zombies.
Oh.
I don't know anything. Yeah, that was.
I was gonna say Alice and the Umbrella Corporation, but that's it.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, that one gets tossed.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
Is that me?
Yeah. Oh, I hope you
Okay.
get number 2.
Who just went?
I did.
Okay, so then that would be me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I hope you get number 2. I really hope that.
5.
Oh, well, that's not a bad one. 4 Quentin Tarantino films.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do 6.
Oh, well then I'm out.
Then you do your 6 because I know I can do 4. But
Imaginary Star Trek.
Right. Yeah. All right. So I'm doing 6, right?
Yep, do 6. I'll
Okay.
see if you're right because I'll know.
Okay. Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Hateful Eight.
Yep.
Kill Bill Volume 1. Kill Bill
Yep.
Volume 2.
Yep.
Jackie Brown.
Yep.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yep.
Nice.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 7.
Mhm.
I should have done this, damn it. And Django Unchained, was that him?
Django and Jane.
I think it
Yeah.
was.
Okay, so that's 8. So he's got 9 right now. The 9th one was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There's
Mhm.
one in there I'm missing somewhere.
Well, I mean, you can count True Romance, kind of. He wrote the script.
Yep.
Um.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
I like that. A little twisted, but of course, hey, I like it.
Yeah.
That was with what's his name? The poor man's version of Jack Nicholson.
Christian Slater.
Christian
Yeah, that
Slater.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Dan's got 4. I've got 3, and Chad has got 1. All right. Who's next?
That would be Dan.
6.
So you get to pick, Dan, out of any one of these.
Okay.
You get the wild card. You can either name 2 tabletop board games which multiple countries appear. Yeah. 2 comic book characters with
Multiple
red
countries
hair
wait. Multiple countries appear in the board game?
in the board game.
Okay.
2 comic book characters with red hair.
Okay.
2 impact event disaster films. 2 iconic vampire hunters. 2 fictional colleges or universities.
What was the first one?
Board games in which multiple countries
No.
appear.
The next one.
2 comic book characters with red hair.
Yeah, I'll take that one. I could do that.
Okay. I can name 3.
They have to be comic book characters?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can do 2.
I'm at 3. You don't know I'm at 4.
I can only think of 2 off the top of my head.
I'm at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel's like, this is going to take a while. I'm going to
Yeah, I
lean
know.
back.
I'm at 5.
You're
You're
at
at
5?
5?
All right.
Yep.
I'm not at 5, so.
All right.
Oh, I didn't have the game show.
Guy-
I didn't have time
Guy
to get the game
Gardner.
show music. Sorry.
Okay.
Wally West,
Mm-hmm.
Medusa,
Mm.
Rogue,
Oh, yeah.
Archie.
Yeah, I had Archie in there. I was thinking Mary Jane.
Oh, I didn't even think of Mary Jane.
Mary
Yeah.
Jane. Yeah, I didn't either.
So Dan is at 5. I'm at 3. Chad is at 1.
And let's see if this is anything that we can play here. There's our game
Nice.
show TV theme music.
Nice. That'll help.
All right, go to the next question. Now it's Daniel's turn.
All right.
And I should play
3.
that for the
Warning.
sorry, I
Nerd
should play
alert.
that for the
Nerd alert.
red hair comic book thing. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, man. You're going to be playing it all the time.
Yeah.
2 reptilian humanoid species. Oh, man. I think I can name 2.
Yeah, I definitely have 2.
Yeah.
I got 2.
Reptilian.
I have 3.
Damn.
Ooh, damn it. I don't have 3. There's no way. Yeah, there you go.
Are we ready?
All right. I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
Cardassians,
Damn it.
V Visitors,
Yeah, I had that one.
and the Gorn.
Yeah. Damn it. How did I not think of Cardassians right off the bat?
Because they're not green. The
No,
only way
they're
you
not.
know the only way you know they're reptilian is because they describe them that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of the Zindi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's 4.
And then I was thinking of did you guys see the movie Enemy Mine? It's a very old
Yes,
science
I couldn't think
fiction
of the
movie.
name. But that's that.
Yeah,
Dennis
I don't
Quaid was
know.
in that with Louis Gossett Jr. played the alien.
Yep.
That movie has stuck in my head since I was a little kid. My
Yeah.
dad, we were living in an apartment at the time while we were building a new house, and my dad was watching. He goes, "Hey, come watch this show with me." So I watched like the first, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes of it, and that scene where you see the aliens for the first time, and he pops up from that little camp he's got, where he's got the little
Yeah.
campfire going, and you see what he looks like for the first time. I pissed myself. I did. I never watched the rest of that movie until like maybe 15 years ago. I mean, this was when I was
Wow.
a kid. I had to have been like 10 years old at the time. And maybe 8 actually. Yeah, it was probably 8 years old at the time. It scared the crap out of me for months. I don't know why. Just it did. I couldn't watch it.
The co-pilot from The Last Starfighter. That's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I don't know what the name of the race is though. So
I don't either.
So
Oh,
Dan is
yeah.
at 6 so far. I'm at 3.
and he looks an awful
Chad is
lot
at
like
1.
the race from Enemy Mine too.
Yes. Yep.
I think the only difference is the one from the last Starfighter has that little bead or bore around his head, and the one from Enemy Mine does not.
Yeah.
And of course, my favorite part of Enemy Mine is the great teachings of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
So, I will give myself a nerd alert for that one.
Yeah, there you
Warning,
go.
warning, nerd alert.
All right, so
Nerd
Dan
alert.
won that one.
Dan won that one.
All right, now it's time for Daniel.
I just went.
Oh, so it's my turn.
Yeah, I
Okay.
stole. There's
Yeah.
your turn, and then you steal.
Oh yeah, see, I get all confused here anyway.
I know, that's why I'm like,
People
who
listen to
does
this,
what?
you're already like, you guys are so out of whack.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's my turn.
Yeah, that's your turn.
I rolled a 2.
4 comic book titles in which Doctor Doom appears.
Comic book titles in which Doctor Doom appears.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to name how many? 4?
4. To start. Dan, how many can you name?
Let's see.
Should I just leave the music going in the background?
Yeah, why not?
Low like
bit.
that.
Yeah. I know I can name 4.
I can name 3 right now. I mean, I can name a bunch because there's a bunch of titles he has appeared in.
Right.
So.
Well,
How
I know,
many
that's
can
what
you
I'm
name?
saying. I know for sure I can do 4.
All right, hold on a minute. I can do 5.
I can do 6.
I can do 6.
But can you do 7?
I should be playing some auctioneer. So, 7, I got 7 over here. The man.
Right, exactly.
Hey, who's got me?
That's basically what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do 7.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Calling the bluff.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing Spider-Man. It's been
Yeah.
around for so long. I know he's appeared in
Oh,
it.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Fantastic
title
Four.
of the comic book, not title of the comic book series.
Comic book
That's-
titles. That's a series, yeah.
The
Oh,
Amazing Spider-Man.
well,
That's the name of
shit.
that's the name of the book.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man. Fantastic Four. The Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
um,
Chad's like, I could have got this.
Secret Wars.
Oh, damn it, yeah.
Secret Wars 2.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
The Secret Wars reboot that was
Mhm.
also called Secret Wars.
Right.
And what do I need? How
7.
many did I need?
7. So you're at 6.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go with Civil War, but either way.
Yeah. You got it.
You got it. Dan's going to win.
I should have a. I don't know why I don't. That's another thing I add to the soundboard. I should have a cheering or a clap or something for.
Do you remember our first episode that had a laugh track?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did. I know. Oh man. Back
So
in the
Dan's got
70s when we
7.
were recording.
I've got 3. Chad's got 1.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna lose at this, but whatever.
All right. Is it my turn?
Yes.
All right. 5. 4 franchises in which at least 3 types of talking animals appear.
At least
Guys,
at least 3 types of talking animals?
Yeah. There goes my beloved Paddington, because it's only 1.
Yeah.
Man, 4 franchises? Holy cow.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, I think I can name 4.
What do you classify as a talking? I mean, does a Gorn classify as a talking reptile? Talking lizard?
Yeah, I think they're.
You gonna say no? Not a talking animal?
No,
They're a
because then,
species that's
because
actually
then,
an intelligent
yeah,
race.
They're humanoids.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
they're a person. Yeah.
Well, then that means the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles don't count.
They're mutants. But I wasn't gonna go there.
Okay, well, I'm just making sure I'm clarifying so I know where I'm getting here, so I don't just give up too fast before I.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I guess still got 3 in my head, but I don't know if I can do 4.
I think I'm safe to pass on this
Yeah.
one.
I'll be curious if you list the same ones I'm going to list, Daniel. Go for it.
Yeah. And I'm kind of somewhat bluffing. I want to hear Chad do it though. If you've got 4.
I know I have 3.
Okay.
Why don't we just do it together? So it's fine. It's fine. I don't care. My first one was going to be Doc McStuffins.
Okay. It's a franchise. I mean, that's not wrong.
Second one was going to be Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood,
Okay.
Sesame Street,
Okay.
And I just had it in my head. Shoot, I just had it in my head. Well, I was gonna say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but that doesn't count.
Here, I'll help you out. Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, Dr. Doolittle.
There you go. All right, Chad's got 2 now.
Okay. All right. Another pity vote.
Yeah.
It's a season of charity.
It is the season of
There
charity.
it is.
That's
We'll
right.
be positive on that. Yeah, positive for 2020.
It's nearly the time of giving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Dan's turn?
Yes.
All right, roll it.
1.
It's a weird one. 2 tabletop games that contain non-rectangular tiles.
Say that again, because Baby Einstein just popped in my head. But anyway, that was
Two tabletop games that contain non-rectangular tiles.
Okay, I got it.
non-rectangular tiles.
Yeah.
I got it.
Board games.
Tabletop games. So board
Tabletop
game.
board games. Non-rectangular tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's a
Does that
tile?
mean it's got to contain a tile? Like
Is a tile like a space on the board itself, or the actual?
I think they're
things
talking
you
about
use
the
on the
game
board?
pieces, right?
it doesn't say. It's whatever. That's
Do
the thing
both.
about
Let's
this
do
game.
both.
It's all up interpretation.
Yeah,
Whatever
let's
you
do
want to go
both.
with.
So it's not only the pieces you use, but the spots on the board. So I've got 1, 2, 3,
So like
4.
in theory, does checkers work? Because those aren't rectangles; they're squares.
Those are squares, so it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it
work,
doesn't-
because
it-
That's not rectangular.
Okay,
Sure.
fine. Then I got
Okay, but
6.
hold on. But every game, if you're talking, every game has non-rectangular tiles. Then
One way or
and
the
actually
other.
every square is a rectangle,
Yeah.
right? A
Yeah.
rectangle is a
So this becomes-
You wanna do a different
four-sided
card?
polygon with 4 right angles. Doesn't matter how long the sides
Why
are.
don't we interpret this as a board game whose tiles, and that's what's on the board, not the game pieces, that are rectangular in shape, as in they don't have all 4 sides being of equal length. No actual squares, but rectangles.
It's
But it has to be-
non-rectangles.
But it has to be, yes, rectangles. But it has to be not a square rectangle. It has to be a regular rectangle, and it has to be.
I
a
feel like I
spot
just
on-
want to get a different card for him.
Yeah, get a different card.
Okay. Okay.
This one's
Wah
bullshit.
wah wah. I feel like I need to
Oh,
play
okay, here we
something
go. This one's
track-related
better.
while we're doing
This
this
one's
because
better for the
nothing's
same
been really...
slot.
Go ahead.
Here we go. 2 video games in which you fight with a sword.
2 video games where you fight with a sword. Oh my
I can name
goodness.
2.
I can
Yeah.
name 7. In 60 seconds, I know I can name 7.
Oh man, they just throwing it down.
I am. I haven't thought of them yet, but I know I can come up with
I'll
7. in
take
60
8.
seconds.
I'll try 8.
I'll try 9. I'll try 9.
I'll try 10.
Shit. Go for it.
Go
for
for
it.
it. Let's hear it.
Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy in Monsterland.
Oh, jeez.
Wonder Boy 3. Strider. That's an old
Oh yeah.
Sega
yeah.
Genesis game.
I remember that game.
Golden Axe. Golden Axe 2.
Nah.
Um,
Oh man, you're missing some big.
Grand Theft Auto 3. Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
A sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
GTA Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
And what do I need? One more?
One more.
Yeah.
You're missing a big one.
You're missing a huge one.
A couple of big ones, really.
Yeah.
Zelda.
There you
Zelda,
go.
Yeah.
And
Minecraft.
about 15 sequels to Zelda.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Minecraft, Alex Kidd, all the
Alex
Fantasy
Kidd.
Star series.
Alex
all
Kidd, give
4,
yourself a
5,
nerd alert
7,
right now.
Warning, nerd alert.
This guy busting out with the 8-bit Sega.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's right.
Good lord. Dan is
I
at
mean-
8. I'm at 3. And
Yeah.
Chen is at 2.
I should have just kept one up in you until you gave up, because I probably could have gone on forever.
Oh god. Whoever gets this next card. Who's
Dragon
next?
Slayer. You are Daniel.
Oh god, I hope you roll a 5.
Well, you have to roll. You are Daniel.
Oh.
Sorry, Daniel. Your turn. I'm pointing you. There's Daniel. There's Dan.
Legit, I rolled a 6. So that's wild card.
I love how he shows it to us. Like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
what was facing up.
Yeah.
Right.
This is
Did you
proof.
see this?
Yeah. I'm going to go with number 5 on this because it's great. And this will be fun.
That was a 6.
I know, and I did a 6 too when I picked. That's crazy.
But I rolled it.
I rolled it too. Name 4 films in which Harrison Ford appears.
Oh, jeez.
I can name 5 easily.
I can name 6.
I can name 7.
I can name 8.
I can name 9.
I can name 10.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear it, Chad.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
sure?
let's hear it, Chad.
Okay.
Put on your
Star
big boy
Wars.
pants.
A New Hope. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Star Wars Return of Jedi.
He's going to get 5 right here.
Yeah, exactly. Star Wars Force Awakens. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, okay.
The Witness. Patriot Games.
God, he hasn't named the best one yet.
Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
I just did name the best one, Blade Runner.
No, you haven't.
Wow.
Regarding Henry.
Wow.
And one more.
I can't believe he's leaving
You
out.
got 15 seconds.
No, damn it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
The
3.
Fugitive.
There you go.
Wow. Hey, how about like 4 Indiana Jones films?
Oh,
Genius.
shit.
No Air Force One.
No, Air Force One. Oh, Indiana Jones, Air Force One. That's bad.
When you
Get
let me
off
tell
my
you something.
plane.
Ever.
Yeah.
Alert.
When you come up with regarding Henry before Indiana Jones, Jesus. Daniel, do you even know regarding Henry? Do you know what
I
that
do.
one is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's
It is a
great
good movie.
Yeah.
It is a good movie, but
The one with
Yeah.
Anne Heche. He's a pilot.
Lies beneath.
He's got an earring. I cannot believe I didn't pick the 4 Indiana Jones movies, boom, right after the Star Wars movies. I mean, come on.
Mhm.
Oh, well.
Well, Dan is still in the lead with 8. Chad's got 3, and I've got 3.
yeah, Chad with the strong comeback.
Yeah.
Look at that. The juices are flowing.
Took a little bit, but now he's going.
Yep.
All right. Who's next?
I am, because you rolled a 6.
Yeah.
2.
4 ninja comic book characters.
Oh, Christ.
Well, I can think of 4 right off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I have
can
7.
too. 5.
Oh,
How did
Dan's
you
got-
say? 6?
Dan said 7.
I have 8. I have 9.
Damn it. Yeah.
Go.
Go
I
for
say
it.
go. Yeah.
Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, Splinter, Shredder, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, Jinx.
There you go.
I said 10, right? I need one more.
Yeah.
All he
more.
needs to know is Cobra and Teenage Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe. I mean,
Oh,
and
I know
that's
this.
it.
I know this. I was thinking of one more. I'll get it. I mean,
Yeah, you still got
Um,
like 20 seconds, so.
okay. I don't know, Ra's al Ghul. He's like a
Yeah,
ninja,
there you go.
right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like-
All right.
yeah.
yeah. What
There
was
you
the
go.
name of the rabbit from Ninja Turtles?
Usagi Yojimbo.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, he's a
Warning,
samurai. though.
warning.
Yeah.
Nerd alert. Nerd
I didn't
alert.
even know there was a rabbit in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
And he's a talking rabbit, so he would have counted for the other one.
Yep.
But he's a mutant, and you said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles didn't
No.
count for that.
No, he's not a mutant. He's from an alternate universe.
Oh well, there had to be 4 animals in that. Though.
All right, all right.
Whatever. It's Chad's turn.
I just went.
Oh,
That was my roll.
Da- Dan's turn.
Dan's turn. Roll the dice, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I muted my mic.
Oh,
No.
5.
6 parody films.
6 parody films.
Mm-hmm. I think I can name 6.
All right, give me a minute. I'll pass. Somebody else could take this. I'm at
6
like 3.
parody films.
Yeah, I can do 6 easily.
You can do 6
Yeah.
parody films.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go for it. You do 6. Just to
Okay.
keep the show moving.
Scary Movie 1, Scary Movie 2, Scary Movie 3, Scary Movie 4. Meet the Spartans. Naked Gun. Naked Gun 2. Naked Gun 33 and a third. Yeah. I mean, that's 7.
Airplane
Airplane.
2,
Yeah.
Super Troopers 1 and 2, Galaxy Quest for crying out loud.
The one that we had on our show that never came out. What was that one?
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on with that?
I don't know. Unbreakable, Undeniable, or whatever that was.
Unbelievable.
Starship Troopers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Those are kind of parodies, not really, but
All right. Who's
yeah,
turn?
whatever.
okay. You got the card.
Yeah. So
Now it's Dan's turn. Daniel's turn. Sorry.
I'm counting it up right now. So Dan is at 9 right now.
Yep.
Dan
Really?
needs one more and he wins.
Yep.
I'm at 4. Chad is at
3.
3. So it's my turn.
Yes.
So I know we're playing like modified rules, but in the real game, if you say, "Hey, I can name 9," and you don't, what's the penalty?
You got to
It's
lose a
gonna-
card.
You lose a card or something?
Yeah, you lose a card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to
Okay.
do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I
So-
can lose 3 cards trying to stop Dan, basically.
Yeah.
Wow. You're an obstructionist. You should run for Congress.
I was gonna
Anyway.
say. Yeah.
So I got a 5. 2 signers of the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, geez.
I mean, I can name 2.
I can name 3.
Go for it.
Yeah, do it, Chad.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams,
John Hancock.
John Hancock, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I won a card.
All right. You want a card. Now, Chad and I are tied at 4.
Yeah.
Dan is still at 9.
Yeah.
Good Lord. All right.
I will
Who's
not
next?
be last.
Yeah.
You will tie for last.
Yeah. I'll be okay for that. Yeah. I rolled a 2.
You rolled 2?
Yep.
2 non-fictional rock bands that appear in comic books.
2 non-fictional?
Yeah.
So 2 real bands that appear in comic books. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I thought Josie and the Pussycats, but that's not a real band.
Yeah.
I got 2.
Damn. No. I can't think of a
I can
single
only
one.
do 2, yeah.
Well, okay, I'll just say 3.
Chad doesn't want to let Dan win. I can only do 2.
Can you do 4, Dan?
Let me think.
If he's gonna win, I'm gonna make him earn it.
Yeah. You kidding me? He's got double what we've got combined.
I know.
He's earned it.
I can only do 2.
I'm gonna lose a card.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing because I don't know.
Okay.
Aerosmith has to have appeared in a comic book somewhere.
Oh, no. Hold on. You can't
That's
just...
not
No.
how it works.
No, you got to be able to back it up.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
All right. Dan, what do you got?
Dan, you got your 2? Go for it.
Well, one I know for sure. The other, I guess after yelling at Chad that he's got to back it up, I really can't say that one.
Oh. He's gonna
Yeah,
win
I know
off
for
the-
sure Kiss used to have their own comic book.
That's the one that I was thinking of, and I
Yeah.
thought of the Beatles, but I'm thinking of all the Yellow Submarine artwork, but
Mhm.
I don't think that I can't say for sure that was actually a comic book. So I guess I'll pass.
Okay, well that one goes out the window then.
All right.
All right. Next one. It's Dan, right?
Is
Yeah.
it
You gotta
Yeah, I
roll.
think so.
6?
All right, so you get to pick which one you want out of all of these. Okay.
Oh boy.
2 text adventure computer games. 2 comic book characters with flight abilities. 6 films which take place entirely in the future. 4 characters from the Robin Hood mythos. 4 bones in the human arm.
Well, I can tell you which one he's not going to pick, which is the bones of the human arm.
Oh, I was gonna say the text adventures.
Um,
I feel like the comic book characters with flight is like the way to go.
I'll take films in the future. Take place entirely in the future.
Well, there's 6 of them so far. So can you do 6?
I can do 10.
Damn.
I'll try for 11.
12. 12.
13.
14.
15.
You only got 60 seconds. How are you going to rattle all these off in that time?
I can think of 10 right off the top of my head. It's really easy. Actually, I can think of 14 off the top of my head. It's really easy. So, yeah.
Oh, I think I know where you're going.
Yeah.
I'll take, I'll do 16.
I'll do 17.
Come on, man. You're not really going to do them, though. You're
Yes,
just
I am.
being a jerk.
No, I am. I'm going to really do them.
Fine. 18.
Okay, you go for 18.
Shit.
Because I know them.
You know,
I got 20.
All right. All right.
Go for 7. You go for 18.
18.
18.
All right. We ready?
Yep.
Star Trek: The Motion Picture, Star Trek
Yep.
II: The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek III: The Search for Spock, Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home, Star Trek V: The Final Frontier, Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country, Star Trek 2009, Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Trek Beyond. All right, where are we at? 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skipped
So
over the Next Generation movies, but okay.
what's that?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Generations,
Yeah.
First Contact,
Get 30 seconds.
Insurrection,
Yeah.
Nemesis,
Yeah.
Okay.
20
seconds.
Terminator 4 is the one that takes place all in the future, right? Yep. Okay, and then we have
10,
Blade Runner,
9,
Yep.
the Blade Runner
7,
remake,
6,
Total
5,
Recall, Total
4,
Recall
3,
remake, Enemy Mine,
2,
He got it.
and
1. All right.
He got more than enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
He
19.
almost, you got to 20.
All right.
Dan wins.
Yeah. Dan wins.
No applause. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
Come
right.
on, you got something for me? The music,
Okay, hold on. All right, fine. Here.
a string of nerd alerts.
He's
I'll
gonna
get
play
something
Michael
going here.
McDonald.
Hold on. Oh, it's being slow now.
You just played it after a while.
Yeah. I don't know what this will do. Well, now all of a sudden I can't seem to get anything to play.
It's fine.
That's fine.
All right. Well,
I bet you this doesn't work either.
good lord, this is going to be a long
Yep.
episode for people.
Yep. The sound.
Oh, you know
died.
what I didn't even think of?
What?
Endgame. Endgame takes place in the future.
Oh, that's true.
Not
yeah.
entirely in the future, because the question was entirely in the future. Because I was thinking Back to the Future, but those don't take place entirely in the future.
Well,
Not
no, because
now.
it's the movie. The movie starts with 5 years later.
Yeah, but it goes back in time too.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
That's why our background music stopped, because all my music stopped. So
Oh, okay.
all the sound stopped. All this soundboard
Well,
thing.
technically, then any
I bet
any
you,
Marvel movie after Endgame takes place in the future because of the 5 years later, right?
Yes.
Not necessarily, because Black Widow's going to be
Black Widow's not, but
You know what I
It
mean?
could
The
be in
ones
the future.
chronologically
Yeah.
after.
yeah. Yep. I can't play any
All right.
outro music either, so I'll have to add that later.
That's
So-
fine. Just hum
add
it.
it
Just hum
later.
it, Chad.
All right.
Go ahead, hum it. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah. That was a good game. That was fun.
Yeah, that
We
was
should do
fun,
again
guys.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe there's different versions of that game that are a little bit more Trek related.
Not Trek related, but just nerdy.
yeah, that's
There's
fine.
like a family one. There's a pop culture one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll do that again.
Yeah, but it's a
sometime.
fun game.
And what's the name of the
Hopefully
game, in case any of the listeners want to?
Oh yeah, it's called Geek Out.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah, I got it a couple years ago. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We play
that
at
is good.
parties every now and then. Yeah.
And you have fulfilled your dream of being a game show host.
I have.
Now tell everyone to get their dogs and cats spayed and neutered, and let's close the show.
That's right.
That's pretty
Well,
good.
that's it. Yeah.
Bob Barker over here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right,
All
guys.
right. Well, thanks everybody. Appreciate it.
Roberto Barker.
Yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks with an exciting episode all about Picard, leading up to the huge premiere of the show. Everybody's excited about that. We're just gonna have a giant
What's that?
the premiere of Picard. Yeah,
What's Picard? What is that?
yeah, like as if nobody
I
knows.
think it's furniture from IKEA.
I think everybody watches football knows too, because every new little drop of a hint of scenes from trailers has come during football games this year. I don't
Mm-hmm.
CBS. That's kind of interesting, but
The standard football
Yeah.
audience that watch Star Trek.
yeah. So hopefully they will. So
Yeah,
hopefully it's a huge show. So
Hopefully.
as every right it should be. But anyway,
that's right.
thanks again to all those who've donated to the coffee account. Make sure to go over there and donate when you can.
Mhm.
$3. Appreciate it. We've got a decent amount of money we're trying to raise this year to make sure we're all at STLV. We're
Yeah.
all going to make it, hopefully. We'll record there somehow, maybe not live. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, so we'll kind of figure that out as we go. But anyway, thanks again for listening. Make sure you follow us on Trekcast TNG on Instagram as well as Twitter. Send the emails in to trekcasttng@gmail.com or chadiswrong@gmail.com. I have not gotten an email over there at the chadiswrong@gmail.com for a really long time, which means, ladies and gentlemen, I'm right. So,
No, you must put an end to this.
not quite.
Mhm.
Well, with the new show rolling in, there's going to be a whole bunch of fresh opinions coming out of Chad's mouth,
Mhm.
and more than half of them are bound to be wrong. So, got a lot to look forward to, folks.
60% of the time, I am always correct. All right. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Good
All
show.
right, guys.
All right, bye.
See you
Bye.
soon.
We'll see you.